everyone today? Yeah, everybody feeling good? All right. First, always any questions or thoughts, challenges, or problems, or anything you guys are dealing with? Right? No? Ready to
lots of challenges. I know what they are.
All right. So you're ready for the jump rope class? I want to spend some time on some Chisao today, as well as the form. So my main question always is, if you have questions about parts of the form, because the last couple of weeks we spent a lot of time on the second half, making sure that you know all the different things we talked about. Still feel free to ask them so that we can make sure that you're as clear as possible. And then gradually, what I'm going to do is start giving you what we haven't talked a lot about in the form is different forms of timing. Right? What I'm doing is letting you just go on your own timing. Yeah. But there are reasons for timing in different ways. And so once you are comfortable with the form, we'll talk about how to use the different timings for different reasons, if that makes any sense. We'll even practice a little bit of the, like when you do a Tai Chi demo and you want everybody to be perfectly together, how to do that and all of those kind of things, yeah? But I don't want to neglect the Chisao, because that's an important part, and we really only are doing the baby parts of Chisao, right? So we're going to spend a little bit of time on that. Anything else on anybody's mind? No? Well, let's get started then, all right?
On the other side. I'm on the other side.
Good, all right, and into your posture. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 6. Count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triangle. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue to hold on to that breathing pattern as you bring your hands to your center and try to let yourself connect. Feel that energy build between your palms. Feel it. What is its character today? Is it strong? Is it light? Is it pushy? Is it receptive? Feel that energy and turn your hands and retain that connection to that energy. And turn over the other way. Feel the energy between your hands. And back to your center. Try to retain that connection as you, of course, this name. And then come to the back to the center and part of this name. Then come back to the energy in the center and pull part of this name. Feel it pull your hands back together and part of this name. Stay in touch with that energy the whole time. Heart versus name. And one more time. Heart versus name. Then back to the center. Connect to the energy again. And feel that. And brush me and push. And brush me and push. And brush me and push. 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 And brush me and push. Now come back to the center. Feel that energy connection. Let it widen and bring it close to your body. Feel that energy spreading all over your body, all over your torso. And then practice the cloud hands. With that energy present, feel it pressing against your body, your organs, massaging your whole body. Cloud hands. And relax. Good. All right, let's begin. You have to, she's going to show this. There you go. There you go. You can do that. I'll be on this. You're good. All right. Good. And hard. Just slightly. You don't have to be wide. You know, just about the width of your shoulders. Keep your feeling of your posture. Still connect the tip of the tongue with your mouth. Oh, beautiful. I just want to talk about something real quick. I don't know if you're experiencing that, but when you do the Qigong, right, this Qigong practice, you're still trying to feel this same energy, right? So just because your hands aren't facing doesn't mean that energy goes away, yeah? So when I'm here and I connect, it feels to me like I still have that pressure on my hands, and it's kind of pushing away a little bit, and I feel like I'm pushing against some energy. I still feel that same energy when you go here. You're thinking right of this connection from the earth all the way to the sky. You're here, and you're like a channel too for all that energy flowing. So my hands don't, it's not just waving, you know, I'm actually feeling the same thing, just like this, yeah? And when I'm doing this, for me, I'm really experiencing this same feeling when I'm doing this. Does that make sense? That's what you're going for. Ultimately, you can do a practice where even with another person, you can feel that same connection from them to you, you know. And sometimes you even do blindfold and people practice together, and from the outside you watch and see if they're seeing that connection. So don't think you're just breathing here. You're still seeking. You don't want to like push too hard and try too hard. And, oh, I gotta get the energy. It's not like that, you know. But it's not empty. Yeah, the energy goes from here through like this, and there's like a big circuit and it connects. And to me, I honestly feel this same feeling as this right there, you know, and right there, and especially for me, right here, it's just really strong, you know. So I just want to make you aware that when you're doing this Qigong practice, even though we're not doing a full-on Qigong class, it still is part of Tai Chi. It's good to be doing that. Does that make sense? So you're here and feel the same thing, right? This big ball of energy. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 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 Good. And in and press down. Good. And drop your head forward. And forward. And up. Forward. Up. Forward. And up. And side. 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 And twist. Side. 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 And circle. And the other way. And circle. And the other way. And center straight up. And circle. And the other way. And circle. And good. And swing. Sideways. And back. And front. big circle. And the other way. And circle the arm. And the other way. And the other arm. And the other way. And circle your wrists. Oh, sorry, elbows. And the other way. Up and down. Side to side. Circle your wrists. The other way. Up and down. Side to side. Rotate this way. And circle your wrists. And thumbs. Shake it. Good. Chest forward. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. And side. 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 And forward. Side. Back. And the other way. Side. Back. Make a circle. And make a circle. Hands on your hips, bend your knees, and forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward. And side, 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 and forward, side, back, and the other. Make a circle. Make a circle. And twist. Good. Take your hips around in a circle. And the other way. And up, 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 and top. Arch, top, arch, and isolate the hips in a circle. And the other way. And bounce. Sideways bounce. Circle out. Circle in. And step out. Side, side, side. And turn side. And the other way turns. Good, and on one leg, and circle. And the other way. Side to side. And on the other leg, circle. And the other way. Side to side. And circle your ankle. And the other way. The other ankle. The other way. Stretch your toes. Stretch behind. And stretch your toes. And stretch behind. Good. And heel forward. Toes up. Chin to your toes. Shift your weight forward. Run that straight rear heel off the floor. Stretch it back. And switch sides. Heel forward. Toes up. Chin to your toes. Shift your weight forward. Run that straight rear heel off the floor. Stretch the leg. Good, and feet part side to side. And hang over. Over your other side. Over your right side. Sweet, side to side. And slowly curl up. Check your legs out. Make sure you're okay. Good, just have your feet side to side, about shoulders apart. And knees are soft. Just going to rock a little bit forward, a little bit back. Thinking from your hips, not from the upper body. Until you find that center place where your feet feel completely flat on the floor. Both feet have the same amount of weight. You feel completely stable. From there, you're just going to shift your weight sideways and the other side. And your whole goal is not to do anything like this. Shifting back. Can you see me shifting backwards as I go side to side? Or forward. Right? Or turn. You just want to go straight to the side. And of course, you don't want to let your knees roll in. Right? If you can take this up a little bit further to each side. But still feeling that same flatness on the floor with your feet. And when you get comfortable, you can bring one leg in and slide it forward, and then around, back, and forward, back, and forward, back. Good, and then change the other side, and back. Then back to the center. Side to side. And relax. Good. So remember that feeling of centeredness is what you're trying to retain throughout the form. Yeah? So when I'm here, and I do this, and I shift before I start, I don't want to shift and pull my butt back like this or shift it, right? I'm right here, and I'm going right to the side, and then turn with my weight still centered on that leg, and then sliding and turning with that same kind of feeling here as I move right through center line, moving through the whole time. Yeah, that makes sense? Good. So with that being said, let's have everybody do the form one time. I'm going to watch. I'm not going to say anything this time. Right here. And we'll go through the form. If we have any challenges, we'll do that, and then we'll do some push-ins. Okay? Connect to your posture. Connect to your breath. Tip of the tongue and roof of the mouth. And good. Hands down. Inhale, drop your weight, shift to your right, step out to your left on your exhale. Inhale to bring your hands up. Exhale as you press down, shift to your right. Turn and exhale, right versus knee. not bad at all. Okay, a couple of little things that I spotted, and then we'll go on. So you're still not doing this, right? Yeah. So right after the first snake creeps down, right? So you're here, and you do snake creeps down, right? As soon as you turn, this hand go like this, and that hand, let me see that. That should, yeah, you should be in this position, right? Then you come up, right? Then you do it again, right? Then go down, and then same thing down again. Good. And there. That you didn't do that last time. That's correct. Good. Yeah, that's it. Right? Let's go over the transition to cloud hands, right? Because that's where you lost it, right? So just remember that you don't step as soon as you thought you did. Okay? Oh, okay.
I know I'm not supposed to step at all, right? I mean, we're in that position when you start.
That's correct. That right? So let's just do that real quick, right? We just did this we did the first single whip, right? So you're here, and you don't really move your foot. This foot turns, but the other one doesn't, right? You just shift your weight, yeah? And then cloud hand starts. And then you pull your foot in when the other hand goes, yeah? And then go, and go, right? So shift your weight. Yep, now go. Don't step yet.
Don't, just.
No. Yeah. So you just did this. You're moving, right? And then you shift your weight over like this, and then you just rock over like that. Then your foot comes in on the other hand. Yeah, and then here, and then there, and then here, and then there, and then single whip again. Yeah? Does that make sense? Right? So just rock and rock and rock. At the end, it's a lot easier than you were making it. Right? So you just did this, and then separate punch. Right? Then you're here. Right? Pull back and press. Now, you don't have to move your back foot. You just make a circle and turn like that. And then your foot comes back to where it needs to be. Stay like that, and then you come in afterwards. Right? Right. So, right, that'll do a 1, 2, right? Step through. You're wrong, right? 1, 2, step and punch, then pull back with your foot up. Rock. Then like that. Yeah?
Without moving, aren't we supposed to just make it?
Your heel turn. No.
Oh.
Because you won't be, okay. It actually depends on what style you're doing, okay? So some people, when they go from here to here and they do this, they line their foot up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that when they go back, they line, and then they go like this, and they don't have to move their back foot. But we don't do that, right? Because that's a weird forward stance for us, right? So you just did this, right? And so after you did this, 1, 2, when you step forward and punch, we do a normal forward stance, which has this spread, right? So you go back like this, and then when you make your big circle and turn, this heel, you turn on this heel, right? But then your right foot is too far in front. So you pull it back.
Oh, right.
To make even with the, yes. That's right, yeah? So here, I make this big turn, and as I'm finishing, I pull that foot back. And then do that, and then I bring it again together, bring the left foot in. Yeah? You're trying to make that, yeah.
Yes.
Right, no, it's, that heel just turns on your heel, and then the right foot evens you out. Yes, there, and while you're doing your big circle, and then you bring your left foot in like that to do your circle. Yeah. Make sense? This hand.
Instead of this one.
Yes. You went back to the snake creeps down hand, right? So, yeah, you just did this, right? And so you're here and there. That's it, right? Yeah, so the real problem is you're still doing it as if it snakes face down, right? So you're here, and when you come to here, this is an empty stance. Your weight is on this leg, like that. So you shouldn't have this. All you're doing is dropping down like that. Yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of weight on this front leg. Does that make sense?
I noticed that last week, even though we just went over it, I'm like, doing that, I'm great. And I noticed when I was doing
Yeah, that you're leaning forward, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, even yours is a little bit too leaning forward. If you're like this, it's, maybe I can make myself do it. Lean forward without putting weight on this leg, that's not really what you want to do, right? What I really want to do is sit down on the back leg as much as I can. And then she can do it. And so she can go like all the way down here, oh yeah, like that. So all my weight's on this leg. Yeah? So that's okay, but you really don't think to go that far, right? Because we're not hurt, right? So all you have to do is this. And that's it. What you don't want to do is that. Yeah? That's the main thing. And throughout the form, one of the things you're working for is to have your weight in the right place for the form, right? Because all of those things are what determine how the chi flows, right? It determines what is yin and what is yang, right? And so if the chi is flowing through a yang direction and then you go into a yin step, or a yin direction and you go into a yang step, then you block the flow. Does that make sense? Right? So you're trying to have everything match. My breath, my posture, my tandem, all are doing the right thing at the right time. Yeah? So that everything kind of works together. Yeah? Does that, yes?
The move right before you promise
Is
how this left hand
gets up from there. So you're like this, right? You're like this. This hand, it just does that. Yes. I might be, fantasifying it a little bit. But basically, you're here and you just go there. Right? I'm here. Right? I'm here.
Last one is this one.
Right?
Oh, last one is this one.
Yeah, you're facing that. Right? I'm here. And I just, as my leg comes up behind, this leg comes up behind, this hand goes down to the front, right? Because it was up here. Mine kind of makes a circle, and then it goes like that. So, yeah, and that hand is further back. Yeah, that one, yeah. Like that. That's it. Yeah, still have like,
you were doing this.
yeah, I'm probably stylizing it a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm like this, and I'm probably going boom, 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 boom. Michael Jackson, you get a little bit or something, but it's not. It's really simple.
So your foot goes behind.
Yes, your foot is not. It is a total empty stance, guys. I'm going from here to here, right? Just like that. Yeah? It's not a new stance that we haven't done before, because there are no new stances in the form. Which reminds me, do your play guitar again? Yeah, okay. So your play guitar is right here. And this stands in front and this is behind. Like that. No, they're in line, this one's going to that. Yeah, but they're behind each other. Yeah, I saw you doing that. I was like, wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
It's the fingers.
Yes. There's a line from this one to that one. But it's this way. Yeah. So we say play guitar. There's a Chinese instrument that it's not really a guitar. So, but they, yeah, but it's still the same thing. So your hands would not be like that. It would be like That's exactly right. That's how I play protection. Yeah? And you're still leaning back on the news, yeah? When you do the silk reeling, yeah, the post-lunge, yeah? Just let's go over a little bit what the arms are doing, because your feet are not too bad now, yeah? So you're here, right? And everybody's doing pretty well with the feet. Nobody's doing any crazy stuff, you know? You just step right behind, shift your weight back, and turn your front foot, yeah? Step right behind, shift your weight, and turn your front foot. Step right behind, shift your weight, turn your front foot. Step right, and then there's an extra 1, 2, 2, and turn your front foot. That might be the only thing you do 4 times. I can't think of anything else you do 4 times. But anyway, it's 4, yeah? So, question? So let's go over the hands. And let's just do it without stepping. Right? So you're like this. Remember that there are 4 parts to it. Don't neglect that. Look back. Then your hand goes back. Right? So this hand that goes back, there's a lot of variation on where does it go back to. You know, you'll see some styles where they just go like that. And then you'll see other styles where they turn your whole waist and go like that. You know, I'm not majorly concerned, so I do this. Look back, reach back. Now look forward. Turn your palm up. Then you're going to do a push-pull. And your hips rotate to do the push-pull. Does that make sense? So that when you finish stepping back, your other hand is in front, but it's this way. Now you're going to look back, reach back, look forward, turn your palm up. When you step, your hips turn and your hands switch position. This is silk reeling, right? Pulling, 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 right here, and here, and here, and here. Does that make sense? So you grab, turn, pull, yeah? So this is making sense, right? Because it's kind of, what I'm seeing is, you know, all kinds of different, not specific, not clear what you're actually doing, yeah? So let's do it all together, right? You're here in this play guitar position, right? So look back, reach back, look forward, palm up. Look forward and palm up. Do that. Before you turn your palm up, look forward first. Right? So look back, no, go back, look back, reach back, look forward, turn your head all the way, and then turn your palm. Right? Yes. Right? So it's, watch my head. I go 1, 2, then turn my head back. 3, 4. Every time. Then I go here, look back, reach back, look forward, palm up. Then same thing, right? Look back, reach back, look forward, palm up. And the same, look back, reach back, look forward, palm up. One more time, and ward off left. Yeah? So do the ward off left, you actually step, right? So you're here, and you step to ward off left. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Already.
You're here, like this. You bend your knees and step out to a forward stance. Yeah? So you're in kind of a T stance, right? We'll call it T stance, right? So that's what we call it, right? T stance, right? And then Zen stance, right? So you go from a T stance to a forward stance. Does that make sense? So they are definitely different. It's not, you're in the same spot. Yeah?
So when you're and you're turning and you're.
Oh, I see, yeah, I see where you are, yes.
So I'm going forward, this just comes down.
Well, no, so when you won't be like this, wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This hand won't be back, because I didn't look back and reach back.
Oh, okay.
This hand is
It's just
here.
gonna be right here.
Yes. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, I just,
Right? So okay, if you count it, I go look back, reach back, look forward, palm up, step back, right? But when I finish, I'm here. I haven't reached back yet because I haven't looked back yet.
okay.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Look back, reach back, look forward, palm up, step back, and I'm here
Okay.
with this hand forward, right? Look back, reach back, look forward, palm up, step back, and here. Right? And look back, reach back, look forward, palm up, step back, and here. So my hand is back there.
Okay.
Yeah? Then I sit and do that. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm just here and I kind of turn it in. Does that make sense? More like that every day. Right, so here and I just turn it down. Yeah. I'm just watching in the mirror. Okay? Yes. Now, remember when we go into the grass bird's tail, what's the first thing that moves? Your hip drives the initial motion. So a lot of people are just reaching up. Yeah? So I'm here, and my hip turns first. My hip turns and throws my arm up there. And then I ride my hips back. And then it's this position. This is the press. Right? So you go back, go down, go back, come forward, your hands are like this. Yeah. And so this hand is pushing this hand like that. Then come back and just press. Same thing on the other side. Go the other way. Come back. And then this. That's it. Right? And that this hand is pushing you back. Then out. Right? So in probably most systems when you do this, the back hand is kind of near your wrist. Yeah, that's the way yours is, right? Here, some it's like this palm energy, so you're pushing palm with palm, but the strike we call koken, right, is this. So I'm not pressing with this, I'm pressing with this, right? So the pressure is like that. Yeah, yours is always been exactly. Yeah, yours is probably better than that. You know. So yours is a little bit like this, a little more over like that. And then this wrist bends a little. Yes, that's it.
This is the push,
Yes.
not this.
This is pushing this, but you're thinking on the outside. So I'm thinking, this is what we call an augmented block, right? So I'm thinking this hand isn't strong enough, so I'm using this one to give it a little push. Does that make sense? Just like you're doing anything. I'm pushing, I need a little extra hand there to, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, like that. Does that make sense? And they don't touch because, of course, all your chi energy is doing all the pushing. Yeah? Yeah, good. And then at the end, so I'm not 100% sure that we're clear about what's happening with this. Are we? What does that mean? What is it doing? No. Right.
Slap.
You can call it a slap. That's, it's depends on the system you go to, but, so everybody stay facing this way, I'm not facing that way, right? So I'm here, no, stay there, stay where you are. So I'm gonna do it so you can see. So I'm here, I just did this, right? So I'm going 1, right? This first one has multiple meanings depending on which system you go to, right? In my mind, this is a block, right? So Debbie's got mad at me because Kelly and I are fighting or something, right? So she's gonna punch me, right? So she goes to punch me and I do like that to block it. Or she's really, really mad. So she goes to punch me, and then she goes to punch me again. Does that make sense? So the first punch I block, and I go, ah! And I have to block the second one. Does that make sense? Right? So, yes, block and block. Some schools teach that this first one is a hit to the person, like hitting down and then you block, but that doesn't actually make sense. Or would you hit and then block? You know what I'm saying? You would block and then hit. Yeah?
So are we keeping it like this or like this?
Like that. The second one. This way. Yeah? Yeah. And there's details in here that, you know, I'm not gonna get into, but, right? So she goes, block, block, and goes this down. She goes block, block, and then she steps forward and goes punch, which makes total sense. Does that make sense? She goes block, block, right? She goes block, block, punch. That's exactly it. Yeah, does that kind of help a little bit? Right? So, go ahead.
And then aren't you?
You're this way. Oh, you're the other way. Yeah, and you're like this.
So.
And you feel me sneaking up behind you. Going like this, I'm going like this, I'm going like this. Ah, you catch me, boom, and you catch me, boom, and then you step forward and punch me. That's it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so when we're,
There, your spidey sense.
this is sitting this way, if this stays out here, or is this?
It kind of comes, so let me do it, see what I do, right? So I'm here, and I go like, well, see, I'm doing all kind of fancy stuff. I'm going 1, 2, because what's really happening is my hips are going like this, and then they keep going like that, and kind of take it around. Does that help at all?
Yeah, so.
Right. So yeah, you put in, you go 1, and then you catch the second one, and then you step forward and punch. That's right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just, you know, the other hand, you know,
Okay.
just pulling this up, because this does the circle, but this is doing the circle.
Yeah, it looks like I'm kind of going like this, right? Yeah, and that's like, I have to look to see if that's actually, because this is karate, this is motor we have this like all over the place. So I might be kind of putting that in and it's not really 100% there. But there's, in a martial arts or karate type person, if they're gonna go like this hand is never gonna just stay there, right? Does that make sense? It's just not in the movement vocabulary. So even if they did this, like putting this on their face, they would do something with that hand, you know? So I don't want to say something wrong, but I'm doing this circle, yeah?
Oh,
And this instead of punch, yeah? So I'll kind of do a quick look and see if that's just completely wrong, but that's what I'm doing, yeah? Everybody's okay on the first half? I like this. You know, everybody kind of getting this going. That's all good. Oh, yes. Your shift was the best one you've ever done into the high power horse and then into the block. You've been practicing that.
I hours and hours.
I absolutely 100% could see the hour practice. I was like, whoa!
Once you told me how to align my hips correctly, so I could get my balance.
Yeah,
It worked in it.
you totally did it, and you were balanced for your kick. It was literally the best one I've seen you do. So, excellent job. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at a little bit of push-ins. Yeah. But we'll start with simple. You just grab a partner, and we'll just do forward circles, back circles, switch hands, forward circle, back circles. Then we'll try to get into a more correctly patterned Chi-Sa, right? So grab a partner and just do forward and back. Yeah? So you're in a forward stance. Yeah, forward stance, like that. And then your hands are back to back. You're just doing this with it. Yeah. Right. Yeah, back. Right. So you're just going to circle. And there you go. Rocking forward and back. Your hands. So inhale, exhale. You're doing the opposite, right? Inhale, exhale. Yeah, so your breathing is in the opposite pattern to each other. Yeah?
Wrist.
The back of your palm. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Now you're doing the opposite. Inhale, exhale, right? You inhale when you go back and exhale when you go forward. And after a couple minutes, just switch going the other direction. And then open. Yes, just rest your legs, of course. You can, because when you're doing this, if your legs are tight, stop. Take a break, shake them out, and then and then go back. Right? Yeah, cheese straight. Wait. You guys are, your hands are weird. You should be using this thing.
Yeah. I use that in my mouth.
Yeah, so you're using the hand is the same as the leg here.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I had the same hand.
Yes, I do. Yeah, good.
Okay. So whatever it's for, yes.
For now.
Yes.
And did you guys change the way a little bit?
Yeah.
Good.
This is a change.
Excellent. Good, everybody rest? Yeah. So let's try this one here. So again, right, there we go. Yeah, good. So we're going to do this one here. I am going to, you see her position, she's in a forward stance, you see our feet. So obviously my legs are a lot longer than hers, right? So my feet are just outside of hers on both sides.
Yeah, you have to work out this.
No, she's in a workout. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. And so we don't want to be like this, because a lot of times people do this because your hands line up more easily. Yeah. But we're really like this. Yeah. And the reason is because what I'm trying to do is push forward and touch her chest. But she, of course, rocks back and turns, and then she does the same thing to me. And I rock back and turn. Yeah? Now she's exhaling. She starts to inhale. And right there she starts to exhale. And she starts to inhale and to exhale. We'll switch like that so we can rest here. Again, obviously we're checking the distance. For now, we're basing it on the distance of the shortest person, right? So that she could actually touch me. Yeah? Now there's 4 things going on. We'll do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the first thing is she absorbs, right? She just absorbs the energy. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't try to change it. That's absorb. The second thing she does is deflect. She's just going to turn her hip, right? And she's not even turning her hand yet. No, you're totally right, right? Don't do that yet. So at this moment, let's go back here. Let's relate to a bit. So she wants to go 1 and then 2. When she deflects, my energy is already going faster. Does that make sense? That's the key to the whole thing, relax, is that you're going absorb, deflect, right? Absorb, deflect. Now look how I'm doing that. I'm doing that with my head. Not with my arm. My arm is still, my hand is still right on my center. Yeah? Here, there. Yeah? As I rock back, it turns a little bit more, but really what I'm trying to do is get her energy to be, so when she pushes at me, right? And I have to, go ahead, I'm just over here. I'm absorbing this energy first, and then I just turn my hip. And now the energy is going right by me. Yeah? That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah? And you can do it either way. In this case, let's go ahead. Okay, I'll go like this. And I just turn my head, and the energy is going back. So that's what she's doing, right? So here, first she absorbs, turn her head, deflect. Now she's going to make a decision. In this case, we've already made the decision. She's just going to turn her fingers to the ceiling. And look what that did to my hand. It took my energy way over there. Yeah? Now she's the one, she's going to attack me. I'm going to do the same thing, absorb, deflect, then redirect energy sideways, and then press forward. She does exactly the same thing. Here, make sure you redirect first before you turn your hand. Redirect, there you go, then turn. Good. Here. So you should be able to feel that redirection. That's it. Good. There. And there, right? And the whole thing is that this is very relaxed, very soft. Yeah? Right, so when I start with pressure, she feels it right away, so she just absorbs. That was really nice. That was perfect absorption. You didn't do me, you just did that. That was great, right? There, now she just turned her hip. Nice. There, yeah, this is softer, this is better. Absorb, reflect, reader, yeah, that's good. You're right-handed, right? So your right hand's doing more work, but your left hand is softer. Right? And relax. Good. You need to rest. It does take a lot, and rocking back and forth like that, yes.
You're absorbing. You're in a forward state. You absorb, right?
So this is a really, really good and very important question, and one of the biggest principles of Tai Chi, okay? Called Pong. Not Pong, Pong, right? Because you guys know, Chinese has like, yeah, exactly, and it means something totally different. If I say Pong, if I say Pong, or Pong, it means completely different things. Oh yeah, I don't even know, you know. But it's just like if I say in Japanese, kata, or kata. So now they just heard totally different words, right? Because that's how it works, yeah? And even so, I still have too much emphasis. In Japanese, there should be no actual accent. It's just tones, and every syllable is even length, right? So mine isn't perfect, but I can actually hear all those differences. And in Chinese, it's right? So that's why you hear that actually has real meaning.
That was a real subject.
No, it was not. But anyway, okay. The absorb thing in Tai Chi is the initial way that you respond to anything that attacks just absorb it first, right? You don't try to push it aside, you don't try to fight it, you don't try to, in Tai Chi, yeah? But the absorption is not the rock back. The actual absorption is a kind of a rounding, kind of making, almost like you're making yourself into like a beach ball. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, right? Infinitesimally behind that, you're starting to rock back. But the absorption is not the rock back, right? This is the absorption. And you can see this hand is not going this way. Watch this hand, right? Everything is rounding like a beach ball, yeah? And then I let it come back, and depending on the speed of the pressure, I might let it compress a little bit. But what I don't want is to go like that, yeah? That's completely a different concept, yeah? So when the energy comes, so when you press against my hand, right? And you're just trying to touch my chest right there, right? So when you try to touch my chest, my initial reaction is that. Not, yes.
Kind of concave your.
You kind of concave your body. I don't like to say that because people overdo it, but that's really what it is. In Tai Chi, a lot of people say your back should be rounded when you do this absorption. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, and so people end up overdoing it. Then, as you keep pushing, everything disappears. All the energy disappears from you, so you feel like, wait, what happened? Does that make sense? That's exactly what you can see in your eyes. You just went, wait, what? Yeah, that's exactly right. And so that comes from this whole thing, and it just takes all of the force from the attack that's coming to you.
This is when we do the exercise with the chest. Yeah.
Pretend that I have a reason for everything. You don't know how many times that happens in the kids' class. Wait, is that you? like, yes. I told you the first day, every single thing we're doing has a reason for being there. Right? So the ability to articulate that is a part of Tai Chi Chuan, right? That's why we're doing it. Okay. So and sometimes if the attack is really powerful, you can really, we practice against knife attacks, right? So, I mean, not real knife, right? So, I can't do this without raising my leg. Let's say that she had a knife, right, in this hand, right? And she's gonna go stab, 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 right? Well, there's a blocking part that I'm not gonna do, where I use both my hands and block like that. But at the same time, I go, flip, and she keeps coming. Flip. Does that make sense? So we actually train that motion as part of the defense against that attack. Yeah? Is this all making sense?
Yeah, and you jump back at the same time.
Yeah, we call it pullback here. There's actually a name in Japanese for that motion. I have it in my book. I'll look at it.
So it looks like I watching Tom and Jerry animation.
Yeah.
Tom is every time.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually practice that. So we have a Atama Sabaki and Tai Sabaki and Ashi Sabaki. A lot of it, right? So Atama means head movement and Tai means body movement. And foot movement, we have a ton of foot movements to do all kinds of things. And you actually practice them as real things. So this kind of Tai Sabaki, we have all of these different things that you do to help save you if something bad happens.
I like that. Remember attack right now.
Yes! Oh, yes! Get out of there! Yeah. Exactly. So if you ever are attacked by that, now you know. So the reason I'm making a thing out of it is because it's actually, it is a thing. This absorption part starts the whole thing off, yeah? And it's what it makes you, it takes all of the energy off of their attack. But you don't just depend solely on that, obviously. That's just the initial part, and then you just rotate your hip. And that's all you have to do, and this attack is going off to the side. Yeah? So you absorb and then there. Yeah? Then after that, once you absorb and deflect, which is always the same, you have a whole lot of options. The first one we teach sometimes is confusing to people. So the sequence is absorb, deflect, redirect, return. Right? Absorb, deflect, redirect, return.
Turn your hips on.
Definitely. Your
Your
hand-
hips go on.
So
Absorb and deflect, and then you redirect, hips show, your hips, you know.
yes, no, my hips are going like this until I start to return. And my hips go ahead of me on my return, right? Because they,
The force.
yes, exactly.
So you're turning them, and then when you,
So look at all your weights on your front leg. All your weights on your front leg. When you pull back, when you are like this and you turn, all your weights should be on your back leg. Right? So if I'm standing like you, and I were like this, I would have this hand, right? My weight would be back here.
okay,
Right? I absorb, I deflect with, is it straight? Yeah, I'm like this. No, then I would go the other way. Yeah, she's on that way. So, yeah. So absorb and deflect that way, right? I'm completely on my back leg. Then my hips start to turn and my weight starts to shift, and I go forward. Yeah? Absorb, deflect. I'm still going backwards. My hips still turning the other way. Redirect, still turning back, and then my hip starts turning forward, and I return. Yeah? Absorb, deflect, redirect, return. Absorb, deflect, redirect, return. We'll switch legs, give you a rest here. Absorb, deflect, redirect, return. Absorb, deflect, redirect, return. Good eyes?
So your hips are always turning.
but right now when you go
That's
forward,
right.
you're going to turn.
What you just did was right. Sorry.
So when you're right here.
Yes, you go back on your back leg. No, put your foot back. Right? Yeah, there. Nope, too soon.
Oh, too soon.
Yeah, there, back, still back, turn your head up, still back,
Okay.
turn your head up, still back, up. Right? And then your hips turn forward and you go forward. That way.
Yeah, but so when that turns like that, you know, no more movement in the head, once you turn, it just goes straight.
Oh, okay.
That's
No.
Oh.
So the timing of when you turn your hips back is, it doesn't go, don't stop, right? It goes, yeah, does that make sense?
Yes.
So it goes here and there, right? Here and there. Yeah, as opposed to here, snap, go. Yeah? Here, and it rides in a circle like that. Yeah, like that. Good. Switch hands, guys, so you know. Yeah, absorb first. Yeah, now turn your left hip. That's it. And then palm up. Fingers up. Turn fingers up. Down. There you go. Good. Now, everybody relax a second.
The fingers don't go up until you're turn. When my hand is off my center, then it goes up.
That is correct.
When I'm over here.
That is correct for you, but there's a little bit more nuance to it. A couple things. I'm seeing a lot of people do it, they're trying to do everything, so you're doing this. So practice in the mirror and make sure that you don't tilt. Yeah? Yeah, that's it. You just fix it. Yeah, right there.
Again.
Yeah, right? That's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, so that's thing one. What she was saying is exactly when do you turn your hand up? Yeah? And the actual reality is that's different depending on who you're playing Chisao. Does that make sense? Because the energy that you're getting is what decides that for you. Yeah? So if she pushes my hand, right? You're gonna push. Right? So if she pushes my hand, because she's pushing with a certain amount of strength, right? It's making me go. Okay. It's making me turn then. Yeah, I'm just responding to what I'm feeling. She pushes with a lot of strength energy. If she were closer to me, I would have to do it even sooner. You see what I'm saying? Because of the nature of how she pushes. Yeah, when he does it, right? So here, when he pushes, I'm doing it a lot further away, right? So I'm just feeling the moment of when to turn it. Now, how do I decide that? There is an answer to that, right? So if she does it, right? So when she pushes, push on my hand, right? Push this way, right? So she pushes, and before she did it, I already knew that she is very, very different from them because mostly her legs are pushing. You two push more with your arm and hand. She's there's no right, everybody's different. I have to adjust. Excuse me, I can't tell the opponent what to do.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't happen, right? As we work that.
Yes and no, but in the context of my Chisao, meaning your Chisao, you want to work with different people because everybody's different. And even if I said you should push like this and this angle and this, and you would try to do that, it would still be.
But don't you feel that if you're doing that, more of a push should be within your hand instead of the right? No. Okay.
No, your body is kind of saying, I like to do that. And her body is saying, I like to do that.
Okay. So that cease
Better is a strong statement. I do this, right? Everything I do is my hip goes. It's not that my leg is driving, right? So when I'm pushing, my hip is really more so even than my legs. Does that make sense? So everybody's a little bit different, yeah? And you play with it. You try different things. Try. Okay, I'm gonna really use my legs and hard my hand. Okay, I'm gonna really use my hands. Does that make sense? So then, because she's been with me a long time, she does it more in a traditional Tai Chi style, right? So when she pushes, she centers herself, and then her tandem is really moving, where she leans forward with her legs pushed by the body. You see what I'm saying? And then his hand is really soft, right? Yours is really strong. Yours is pretty strong. Yours, I just feel legs. Does that make sense? Right? Everybody's different, right? So you pick a leg, right? So she's gonna go this way. She's gonna put now. Here's what's happening to me. She puts her hand up and my energy just right? So obviously that's gonna take a long time, but that's how I feel. As soon as it all starts, all this stuff starts happening, right? So when she pushes, right? So she's a little bit like her, but not as much. And she just stops, right? She doesn't, right? There, now she changed it, yeah? So can you see how when I'm doing this, there is a reason why I decide when I'm gonna turn up, and I'll try to explain that. It's a little bit esoteric, and I don't want to get everybody too confused, because I want you to just learn how to do that, right? So if she does it, you got to protect what you want. Yeah? So I'm here. Now, already, my brain is changing because what's that brain going? Oh, long arms. Does that make sense? Right? Long arms. Right? So she's this far and she can touch me. Did you see what I'm saying? My brain already figured that out and said, oh, I have to change my exercise distance. You see? So I'm like, with them, I'm like that. Yeah? So all of that stuff goes through my head, and then I feel, as she touches me, what do I feel? Stable. Right? Oh, you must be a dancer or something. You see what I'm saying? All of that stuff was, right? With you especially, I can totally feel like your balance, you don't want to go off your back. Your body's just telling you that right away, right? Debbie is not Tai Chi style, right? Yours got strong energy, right? He's a guy and he has guy energy, right? So she's kind of going back and forth. But with you make this sense, and you sort of goes, don't. You see what I'm saying? So she touches like this, right? Look at that, you can feel it, you see it. There's nothing in here, it's all in the ground. Yeah? So I have to wait until she starts forward before I even, oh, now she's going backwards. Does that make sense? So I have to, now this is soft as can be. And she's never going out of her center at all. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to work to take over if I want to take over. She's just like there. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah? What?
So then our practice will be to judge everybody's energy and to play this while to judge everybody's energy.
That is a big part of Tai Chi Chuan. First, you have to find your own and feel it, of course, and become sensitive to energy. But in the long run, it's to feel the energy of the world around you all the time. Yeah? Does that make sense? And so throughout the Chi practice is to help you get used to that sensibility and sensitivity. Yeah? So for a person, it could be anything, right? If you dance, right, you dance with a partner, right? And then you do the same dance with a different partner, right? It's completely different dance. It's like, all the same steps, different dance, right? That's how it feels. And the more sensitive you are to the differences, the better you can dance with a different partner. If you try to make your dance the same with every partner, maybe because men adapt more to ballet than women, right? A man adapts to the woman. Right? So if you have a good male partner, you don't have to adjust as much. But still some. Yeah? Because every little bit is different, it has to be different. Like everything is different. You feel it. And when you do all these things a lot, as soon as you connect, this whole cascade of information goes into your brain. Does that make sense? A lot of it is not conscious. I'm saying it out loud just so you guys hear it. But it's not really like that. I don't actually think all those thoughts. You just feel it. And I'll tell you another thing that happens. So we did this one, right? And she does this, right? So she pushes, yeah. So she has to come, oh my God, it's like totally different, night and day different, right? But when I watch what happens, we're gonna change hands, right? Good. Completely different. You see? From right to left is different. Does that make sense?
Are you talking right to left? Why does that feel so much different? Just the movement, or the energy?
Stance is slightly different.
Because everything's different. Because everything's different. No person is like a robot 100% precisely the same. And I'm not the same. So my body's different on the other side too. You see what I mean? So all of those subtleties and nuances are part of when you're practicing Chi what you're going after and becoming sensitive to, right? Does this all make sense? Am I in some people less than others, in some it's massive. You know, and sometimes like I was doing a seminar once I was teaching, and I was doing wrist locks. And I was doing wrist lock on a person. I was having a whole conversation. And then I was doing it on the other side. And I was like, and I was talking to people, and I said, oh yeah, this is completely different from the other. And she was like, yeah, this other is like, that's like an operation. So it was just totally different. You know what I mean? So as soon as I grabbed it, I was like, well, this is a completely different thing. Does that make sense? So you want to make sense of it all. I feel like I'm talking too long. Okay, do a little bit of practice, and then we'll do the form one more time, and then we'll do it. Alrighty? So absorb, deflect, redirect, return.
Is that the measurement?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So she's gonna push me.
It doesn't really matter, right? There. Yeah, that's it. So ideally, you want to take his pressure here, not there. You'll collapse. With this area, right around here somewhere. It could be up here, it could be like that, not there. Excuse me. So when you push, turn your hands forward, and then when you go back and push, turn your hand forward. Don't grab, just try to touch your chest. Just reach, touch your chest. Now you turn your hand forward. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you just need to do something, a little more emotion on the first part. Yeah, so when she first pushes, right? Right now, the other way. Watch me. When she pushes, I go this way, not this way. That's it. There you go. That's it. Sorry for
You're trying to be so light. How do you test his energy?
the lighter the teaching is, the lighter the touch, the easier it is to touch. That's what is taught. Yeah, sometimes I question that, it's like, energy more than physical strength. Did everybody switch hands and legs? Good, okay, relax. All right, I feel like I talked a lot, but there's just so much that you need to understand in order to actually do Chisao correctly, yeah? So think about that and we'll do more and more and more. Let's do the form one more time, yeah? Good, find your posture. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed on both legs. Connect to your breath. Tip of the tongue and the roof of the mouth. And salute. And inhale. Drop your weight onto your right leg. Step out to your left as you exhale. Then inhale as you raise your hands. Exhale as you press down. Inhale as you make a ball and turn. And exhale as you step out and participate.
He never takes them off.
I had never thought about it.
Just one time.
So it's like, if you guys are not, if you guys want to take the 4th of July off, then that's fine with me, but if you don't and you'd rather practice, I'll be happy to be here, unless everything's. I don't even know if she'll be back by then. I don't, it could be like this, like next, what's the day? Is it this coming Tuesday or the
It's
following?
next Saturday.
Is this next Saturday?
This, a week from today.
Oh, yeah, next Saturday.
It's the first.
Well, I mean, this week's that we're.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are fine?
And so I'm going for 3 Saturdays.
I mean, you won't be here anyway. This is happening.
It's coming Saturday.
Well, all right, okay, I guess we'll take, so in my teacher, the only 2 days we got off of the year were the 4th of July and Christmas. Yeah, he took, because he was a military guy and he was, the whole military thing, but that's it, and so I pretty much was raised that way. What?
So
Days
you
off?
won't be here either?
Yeah, so nobody's really
So
gonna.
I'm just gonna think like, I'm just saying that what we need is fine. If it's not, then we won't have to do that. So watch.
Yeah, okay, so let's say we won't have class next Saturday, and then I'll just have to figure out what to do with myself.